Good evening, everybody. It's your boy Dougie here with your girl Asher for episode 5 of Wings and Wine.
Yes.
Yes.
Why do I look so dark?
I don't know. I can't see.
There we go. There.
And today we are going to discuss social media. Cool. Yeah. So obviously everybody, at least for the most part, just about everybody uses social media, and every couple has it. Their own. Some do joint social media accounts. I mean, if that's your thing.
That's stupid.
if that's your thing, cool. But I've kind of noticed though, like every couple that has like a joint Facebook account or a joint social media account, it's usually always just the wife that uses it.
I think it's stupid because like you have to have independence in a relationship, and I think that just depletes independence.
We are back again with that Frey. Nobody's responded and told us how to pronounce it, or if there's even another brand of
I don't even think anyone
word.
even knows what that is.
I saw one person. He actually messaged me on Facebook. I think he watched the video, and then he told me about a non-alcoholic beer. I forgot to respond to him. I'm sorry about that, bro. I'll get back to you tonight. So he told me about non-alcoholic beer, and he told me it was like Heineken and tastes like the real thing. I'm like, well, yeah, I know about Heineken because that's all I drink every day. So.
Oh yeah, it's a Hubba kind of beer.
Yeah, that's the beer. Really?
They're playing with the toy.
Y'all know what we're doing back here.
They always do this when we have a camera.
Every time. And then today's wings I just air fried, and then
they look like little nuggets.
I know they're little.
They're tiny.
They're so tiny.
Look at this little.
Here, I might have to get in close for you to see it. Yeah, she wanted to do a dry rub today, so I was like, all right, well, let me test my chops at the whole dry rub thing. So, our obligatory wine cheers.
Ooh, baby's moving.
And our little baby tiny wing cheers.
By the way, this is not alcoholic.
How do they know?
Oh. I just want to clarify because I don't want people to think like, oh my gosh, she's pregnant, she's drinking alcohol.
Yeah, they know it's not alcoholic wine. They know that you're pregnant.
What are these, garlic?
I put garlic, the spicy ninja, hot salt, pepper, and then I think that was it. Oh, and Parmesan. I think it's a little more of a kick. So like I said, we're talking about social media today. It's a hot button issue, I guess. Or I've seen relationships start from social media, hence us, to be honest.
But I've seen relationships end.
I've seen many relationships fail because of social media. So obviously with social media, you want to be careful the kind of things you talk about. With everything that you put on your page or on your channel or whatever it may be, you're inviting everybody else into your world. Whether you're asking for advice on something or not, no matter what the case may be, you're inviting people into your life. A lot of people, they use their social media for just to keep up with family and close friends. Other people like myself use it for business and promotional things. So to be honest, there's a lot of people that I don't actually know personally on my social media. So I will rarely post about our relationship, just because that unnecessary energy doesn't need to be there. Obviously your birthday, anniversaries, big moments, like things that I'm proud of you for, like your graduation, I posted that obviously, and then the occasional appreciation post. But as far as what I post on my social media relating to us, it's rare, just because I don't need everybody in our business.
I share my life on social media, but I don't share too much where I share our fights. I show, I guess, I don't know, it's hard for me to say that because on Facebook, I hardly am on Facebook, just because like I honestly just post my business stuff on there.
Yeah.
And occasionally I'll post a couple pictures of my life, like my pregnancy or me and him, or just our wedding, just certain things that I want to share. I make it very clear to myself not to ever include personal things that the world doesn't know, but doesn't need to know. And I think that's where people go wrong in a relationship when it comes to social media. So I try to keep whatever is important to me off of social media, and I limit what I post on there. Wait, let me finish this. Okay, what was the question? I guess that the obvious, you know, don't post things that will disrespect and break your relationship. Don't post about your fights. Don't post about your drama, because to be honest with you, nobody cares. And if they do, they have no life. Don't post about, I guess, things that your significant other or husband or wife or girlfriend doesn't feel comfortable you posting. I honestly sometimes have to ask him, like, is this okay if I tell people about, like, to social media or my friends, or is this okay to talk about? And he's okay. Like, for example, my miscarriage was something that I had to talk to him about, if that's okay for me to share. There are certain things that you have to check in with your partner or significant other about, just to see if it's okay.
If it's something that you have to question whether or not it's okay to post, you should probably just not. Keep it simple. Because I mean, for one, a lot of times, you know, even asking that question could, depending on the person, could start some kind of argument, and that's not necessary. But yeah, exactly like you said, don't post your drama, don't post your arguments, don't post your fights. I feel like people, you know, post about their fights just to kind of get other people to help them prove their point, which we talked about in episode 3. You know, you don't fight to prove a point, you fight to come to a resolution. I mean, realistically, when you do express those kind of feelings publicly like that, all you're doing is inviting people in to try to ruin your relationship. The more you post about your fights and your drama, and you know, the things that the two of you should work out together privately, they're feeding themselves more ammo to dive in and try to take that place. Have I ever started an argument because of social media? I don't believe so. No. But yes, we have gotten into arguments because of social media. I think one of the most common arguments that people get into that I've noticed is, you know, why don't you talk about me on your social media? And in my opinion,
or who are you messaging?
That, yeah. You know, but that first one, in my opinion, like I said earlier, you know, the more you post about your relationship, the more you're inviting people in. We post the accolades, we post the happy moments, all the rest of it, you know, we keep it to ourselves to avoid that unnecessary drama. Yeah, I mean, I think that's kind of really it. I have never personally started an argument with this woman here because of social media.
It's my turn. Well, since I'm a woman, and I guess, well, this is coming from my personal background. it was very hard for me in the beginning to trust another man. A lot of women have that type of mentality, and it was very hard for me to actually fully trust Doug personally, because not because of who he is, it's just because of my past experiences. So I personally have started arguments when it came to social media, because for one, like, why aren't you posting about me and all this stuff, or you used to post about me but now you stopped, or it would be about like, who are you messaging and why are they messaging you, and who are you talking to and who's that? I don't know who that is. That has happened multiple times in the beginning of our relationship.
Like, I don't think any of that was like,
I don't think
it weren't like anything major.
It wasn't major, but it was something for me that I had to get over. In the past, guys have messaged other women while we were together, and you know, it caused a lot of drama, and there was just no trust. I was very careful in the beginning because, you know, who wants to get hurt again? So yeah, I started arguments, which I'm not proud of, but in the beginning, you know, I was very young. Not very young, I'm still young.
Well, and the thing about it too is, like, I understood that you had those issues previously. I never felt like I wasn't being trusted. It was always kind of like, you know, she's defending herself as any human would, you know.
Yeah.
There's literally no, like,
Meat
there's
on
no
there.
chicken on this at all.
That poor chicken.
Thank y'all for tuning in. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, ring the bell, do all that. Let us know what you want us to talk about next week. Subscribe to Asher's channel too. I'll have that link in the down bar. Alright, thanks. Peace.